What's up, guys? It's Bussy in here coming at you with an interesting one, a really good one. We are going to be opening a beta Wars starter deck today. Accompanying this I got separate. I also got a postcard and a little sort of part of a novella slash pictures kind of booklet here. These were two separate lots, so I'm not actually ruining one of those full sets that still tend to be hanging out there somewhere. Usually going very expensively. Don't pay that much money for them, guys. It's not worth it. But what it is definitely worthwhile doing is recording this for history. So let's have a quick look at these things. Let's crack that open, and then hope you enjoy it. So the little booklet and the kind of it's not really a postcard. It's more like a promo leaflet that you get a lot of cool arty things on. It came with the little book. This isn't a full story. At the very end, it says go to wars.com to finish the story. But what I do like about it is that it's got loads of art in it. Probably my favorite one actually is this one, sort of early sketches of our different aliens from the game. Got Raging Red, and I do believe there is a love affair going on between a Gungeon and a Maverick. That's what the story is about. I don't want to tell you any more, guys, in case you do want to go and read it. A Matter of Life or Death by Michael A. Stackpole, the famous Michael A. Stackpole. And this one really just talks about 2000, August 21st, 2004. Meet us at Gen Con Indy. Come and play. We can only take 1,000 attendees. So cool. They have put so much promo to launch this game. I am still absolutely ashamed that this didn't make it any further than the two sets that actually came out into actual print. So we're gonna crack this open. I'm very excited about this. This has been sitting on the shelf for a while, and there's a couple of unfinished art in here. There's an early rule book of some sort as well, and I'm just going in. It's happening. Jeez. I mean, you can tell just by the age of this plastic that this has been in here for a while. And yet here we are. A lovely stack of Beta Wars cards. Okay, well, I'm gonna go and separate them by the rulebook. As I said, this is an early rule sheet. This then became a lovely rulebook, by the way, I must add as well. Colorful with nice illustrations, but check out this little thing. Wow. I mean, considering that Star Wars TCG had a 2-day read as its rulebook, or still has, I suppose, they have definitely streamlined this really well. Okay, let's not talk about the stuff that everybody talks about. Let's look at the cards. Let's look at the important bit here. So we have a Queen Navigator. Feast your eyes on the edges of the cards, that they haven't even been rounded down. This is just basically a straight up cut of the sheet. And it does say beta. You might not quite see it, but you might be able to see it now. Ooh, it's right there. There it says beta on the cards, which I think is really cool. I'm definitely going to have a look to. Oh yeah, definitely you can feel it on the cardstock as well. The back is the same. Cardstock is a little bit more flimsy, I would say. Not much, just a little bit. And I don't know whether any cards have then had a final change before they went into print, but it's just so cool to see these cards. So we got two Quay navigators. We have a natural talent. This is the stuff I was talking about. Look at that Quay life ship. The art's not quite finished yet. It says in yellow. You might struggle to see it, but it does say there concept illustration or concept illus, which again is amazing. I think many people obviously look at wars and they're like, oh, what a fail game, but there's actually a big community around this game still, and I certainly wanted to make sure that these beta cards get at least once recorded on YouTube. So we got two, I don't know, Bach Katana Insider, again with concept illustration. I think most of these illustrations did become the final versions, that obviously cleaned up and finalized. Ask that through Claw Beast. Nice. It's also a good card. For 1 energy, you only need 1 blip to bring them down. It's a 2/1/3, not the best, but each time you win a battle here, you may pay 1 energy. If you do search your use pile for a card, put it in your hand, and shuffle your use pile. So it's actually a really good early drop if you look at it. Okay, that's a cool one. This is an independent transport. I don't know if I have any of this at hand. No, not here. Did have some of these out earlier, but doesn't seem like I kept them out. Dangerous Claw. So we clearly get a good amount of Quay cards, and now this is the really exciting bit. 1, 2 beta gamblers. So I don't think that this comes as a surprise to many of you, certainly those of you who have played Wars before, but the Gambler is definitely a really, 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 really strong character. So it's just really cool that they had this worked out even before they went into the print of the Incursion, which is set 1. And they already had the Gambler ready to go. Because obviously for balancing purposes, it's important to get particularly these powerful cards, done and dusted. And be confident that, yes, this is actually going to come out. What I absolutely love about this art as well is that we got the Mumon Rift in the background. That is just, what a great touch. There you go. Okay, we also get 1 copy of Two-Way Burson. I always found the art on this one is just super weird, but we get this is a rogue, another good character for Mavericks. Not nowhere near as good as the Gambler, but it's still a powerful card. Sultry Opportunist, which I think definitely is one of the easier to find images online. You can still see the concept work here, not quite finalized. It's a good card as well. Not quite sure whether they have changed any of these stats. They may have, actually. The Porter bot is here. I don't quite remember this one. Ah, yes, no, I do. So check this out, guys. Check this out. This is actually a cool one. So the final iteration it's not even here. Oh, it's in my Maverick deck. Okay, so this became General Bots Nav 4 in the end. Not much has changed. It did get an extra blip because it does have a very powerful effect. It got the Knaves clan type, I suppose, and they've then changed the art around. I think this art, yeah, there you are. This art then became this guy here, UV IR739. So they split the card, made it two different things. So that's little things like that is why it's worthwhile picking up betas. Just cool little things like that. And then we get two Wing Skull Aviatrix, which also got a name change in the end. Still got the piloting too, though. Then we have the Rifleman, which again I know will be familiar to you guys because this became Jack Wilgress. See if anything has changed. So we have lose a card random from your hand. These characters immune to intrusion at the end of turn. Yeah, the same. Each time a power step ends here, if your total power is 25. No, actually, the nothing changed except the name. Look at that. That's pretty cool. The Rifleman, I'm really glad that they changed that to Jack Wilgress. The Rifleman, just a silly name. We got two Maverick Riders. It's also cool. And then we have Up the Sleeve, which may have been Up the Sleeve. I don't know. I remember seeing the art, but I'm not sure where. Again, that could be here. Nope. Not here. I thought it might be Fifth Ace, but no, it's not. And I know I've seen this art somewhere. Not sure if they changed the cost. That's my real question here. Then we get Sprinkles Deal. Draw Destiny revealed number cards from the top of your reserve. That's a pretty good one, actually. I don't even know if this made it to final print. Then we have Converted Type 3. That looks really cool, actually. And I know this did become, I think this either became the Hulk or something like that. Where your opponent can't drop cards from hand. There you go, it became Hawk's Wing. Yep. So Converted Type 3 became the Hawk's Wing, and they have actually... I think you're just looking at the picture, the ship type is the same, but they have changed the art a little bit. The cost the same, stats are the same. It did become an Accord Allegiance, but then they kept the effect as well, so that's pretty much all the same. Then we got Maverick War Wagon, which again did become an actual unit, just with a better name. I can't remember what the name was. So we clearly have a Maverick Quay deck here, and then we just have not quite finished art for Alnax Station. Captured base, really cool again. Then we get a Ganymede Maverick Camp. I love the camps in this game, so cool. Then we have a tiny ink blotch at the bottom on an Alnax Station hallway. Ganymede Quay Camp. 2, actually. Then we get a Ganymede Vantage Point with again a non-finished art. Really cool. 2 more Maverick Camps here, and then we get a Themis Mobile Asteroid. I think they just, yeah, they've cleared up the image on it a little bit, actually, if you have a look. So you can tell by looking at the clouds on Jupiter that it's more blue. They've also cropped the picture a little bit differently. They moved it a little bit to the right. So you get sort of the engine of the ship just glowing there a tiny bit. But besides that, everything else is the same. Cool. And then we have another independent transport. We've seen one of this already, and then we have 2 copies of Maverick Bot as well. So this is what you would like. You would just get, obviously, this. They would either have it in the store, so you can just shuffle up and start playing, or you know, you might have been gifted it. You could take it home and play with it. What's really cool is that I really can't think of many card games where you would see betas where they actually put concept artwork on it. That they clearly have been, trying to get this game around circulated as much as they could. This is so great to have this beta, man. I am so psyched about it. Okay, then we have our second deck is an Earther Gungeon. Interesting. So we got 2 Ganymede Earth Camps. We got 1 Luna Military Outpost. Earth, Humanity's Home. These haven't changed much. Gungeon Camp, Ganymede 2. That is pretty much the same. Underground Bunker, again, pretty much the same. I don't think that's changed at all. In fact, I got 1 here. Maybe there's a little bit more red, maybe a bit more brightness, a bit more color on the actual finished product. And they just crop the text a bit better. And that's about it. Ganymede, Jupiter's moon. I am not sure. Yeah, look at this. It actually became Ganymede Trigenium source. How cool is that? So this one actually said you get each player's drain here is +1 for each side he or she controls that has Ganymede in its title. This one obviously just says for each related site. Because of course related sites can only be sites that say Ganymede. So again, they still went back last second, tweaked it, made sure that it's, ready to go. And I mean, it's hard to say. I kind of like the bit more zoomed in version of this, but pretty much all they've done is just inverted the picture and zoomed out a bit. Doesn't matter. I think they both look cool, to be fair. Both look really cool. Then we got a Vantage Point. Then we got the Psychopath, Jostle Swin twice. I wonder if they changed anything on this guy. Now whilst we're at it. Right. So here's the finished article. And I just think they've rephrased the look at the top 3 to draw your destiny from, and they took the tech away, gave him Saisin, but very little change. Nothing to the stats either. We get 2 copies of Horatio Hicks. He's of course the captain of the Atlantis. I don't know if he's like an admiral. I think he might be. He is a very cool Kaizen though. Look at that. Comes down with 6 tactics. I mean, I always thought that Jostle was like, I know that not every Kaizen gets the at least 4 tactics treatment kind of thing. It's probably a good move, especially with him, considering he can look at the top 3 and pick the one he wants. So, but Horatio Hicks, a very different story. It's definitely a stronger Kaizen. And then we get Infantry Officer again with concept art still. I'm not gonna look up this card now. We got the Infantry Support Vehicle, again 2 of. Air Support Vehicle, which is probably made it to be an Inca, or actually hasn't. Well, it does look like it's a vehicle, but it does look like a Type 4, if you ask me. A little bit. Either way, doesn't really matter. Survey Cruiser actually pretty much became Survey Cruiser. Any difference there? No, they just finished the art, and they actually again they've inverted the art around horizontally, so that's cool. It's little things like that, just interesting. Cool. Oh, what is this? The untold power of visions. Holy shiznit. I mean, that to me. We all know who that is. Sidearm, again, straight up. Shifting tactics. That's an interesting one. I wonder if that scene. No. Again, it's just they've zoomed out a bit. Just a tiny bit. Just a little tiny bit they zoomed out. There you go. Thumper 2. That's Inca too, and I'm glad they've changed it to Inca. It's a much nicer name in my opinion. Let me know whether you think Inca was a better move, or should it have been Thumper. Then we have the South America class battleship, which I actually think is the Atlantis, but I'm not 100% sure because I haven't got that card actually. No. Oh, by the way, I found this. This one became Howler's Blades. The Survey Cruiser became Howler's Blades. No, sorry, this one, the air support vehicle became Howler's Blades. So they've actually made this a named vehicle, so you can only have one of it in play now. Clearly they deemed this just too strong on its own. To be fair, because it's a one blip card, and I think they kept it. Oh no, not at all. Oh no, they completely changed it around. I should have taken that card out. Look, they've definitely buffed it, made it more expensive, made it named unit. But look at the stat increase. Went from a 3/2/2 to an 8/2/7. Jesus Christ. And this one would have been pay for energy. If this unit is in a side battle here, make your battle destiny +2 in that battle. Well, that they've taken that away, but I think that would have been cool as well. Interesting. That's really cool, actually. I love that. Okay. Anyway, back to South America class battleship. I'm really not. I think this one is Atlantis. I'm guessing that based on the cost of the card and looking at the defense of 11, that wouldn't surprise me at all. Then we got a close support pilot. We also get a veteran pilot, and oh, I absolutely love the sumo bot, the Gungeon bot. Seeing that with the not quite finished art here, that is so cool. Oh, that's so cool. That is really, really awesome. There you go. And we got 2 corporate transports, and now to the Gungeon cards, we got 2 Gungeon TSV vehicles. We get 2 resource technicians, 1 Zocho, Tamon fighter. That's an interesting one. Okay, so Gungeon Katana, I believe, also became something completely different. At least the art did, because this became an asset. Actually, this character is defense +2, so that's the that's so cool. That became where are you? Oh, it's not here. I know where it is. this became the Gungeon Katana. Check that out. That became the Gungeon Katana. 0-2, 1 blip. They've taken the art off, gave it to meditation, which we can see here. And Shikami Disciple originally used the artwork for Gungeon Katana, and it is a 2/3/2 dismiss. Yeah, so we got this guy, but he got a completely different artwork. And our final card, which is a tiny bit banged up here on the side, not a problem, is the Jetpack Attack. That again is one with an unfinished art. There you go. So this is it, guys. Just a bit of a reminiscence. I know it became quite a long video, but I thought it would be cool to compare what the cards ended up looking like, what the cards ended up doing, if there was any differences, or sometimes just comparing how the final art worked out. So I really hope you enjoyed this one, guys. I'm really glad that I had the chance to bring this to you guys. Up until next time, Bussy is signing up. Peace.